Hey guys, these are questions 17 through 20, all the right-hand rules questions off your study guide. These are probably the most hated things in all of the course. So for 17, this goes with rule number 2. Here you've got two wires and you're looking at the ends of it. A dot would represent current that's coming towards you or out of the screen, and an X would mean current that's going into the paper or into the screen. And make sure you remember that because that's easy to mix up. So with rule number 2, you're going to make a thumbs up with your right hand. Double check that you're using your right hand and not your left hand, because if you use the wrong hand, you mess all of this up. So take your right hand. A lot of times it's helpful to keep your pencil in your hand and use that to represent like the wire in this case. And you're going to point your thumb in the direction of the current. So for the one on the left here with the dot, you're going to point your thumb up and out of your paper or out of your screen, and then your arrows are going to wrap around it the way your fingers are wrapping around your pen or your pencil. So in my case, or all of our cases rather, your fingers are wrapping this way or counterclockwise around your pen or pencil. All right, with the one on the right with the X, my thumb should be pointing down into my screen or into my paper, because of that X signifying my current's going like into it. So my arrows are going to wrap around clockwise in this case. All right, so it's because my thumb's going down. Again, make sure you're using your right hand for this. That's why they're called the right hand rules. All right, for the next one, 18, you are going to be using the first rule, and this to me is the hardest one to remember. So you're going to take your right hand, and this is helpful to look back in the notes for pictures of this. Your thumb is going to go the direction of your magnetic force. Your index finger is the moving charge, and your magnetic field lines are going to be your other three fingers. And they're all going to be like 90 degrees to each other, but again, look at the picture in the notes to really help you with this. So I'm going to point my fingers, my three fingers are going to be my field lines. In this case, it's these arrows here. These 4 arrows are going to be my direction of magnetic field. My index finger is going to point the direction of my wire or my current, which in this case we have X's, so it's going to go down into my screen. And then my magnetic force is going to be the direction of my thumb, and that's what I want to label here. So in this case, it's going to go to the right. So my force is going that way. All right, so my, like these arrows here, this is my field. So that's going to be those 3 fingers. This right here, this going in is going to be my index finger, and then my thumb is going to be right here. All right. So then this other one, the one on the right, is basically just that, turn 90 degrees. So your 3 fingers are going to go this way. Your index finger is going to go in, and then that causes your thumb to go up. So your force is going up. All right. All right, so that was rule number 1. So then 19 is rule number 3. And this is very similar to rule number 2 with the shape that your hand makes. So again, you're going to make a thumbs up sign with your hand, but this time your fingers represent the wire, and then your thumb is going to show you the direction of the magnetic field, or which way points north. So again, I would keep your pen in your hand and then wrap your fingers around it, and your fingers representing the wire. So this is going like in front of your pen and then over top and then wrapping around underneath, and it causes your thumb to point to the left. So the north end of my magnet's going to be on the left, all right? And that again is rule number 3. Then number 20 goes back to rule number 2. And you're going to again make that thumbs up sign with your right hand, and then this time it's showing you which way the current's going around, which way the magnetic field's going around, and you are labeling the current. So you're going to wrap your fingers how it shows wrapping around this wire. So the first one you're going over top of it and then underneath, and that causes your thumb to point to the right. And then for the next one, you're wrapping from right to left in front of it and then wrapping behind it, and your current's going to point down. All right. I know these are tricky and it's hard to do in a video like this, so please ask me in class if you need help with this. Honestly, on the test, I'm probably going to stick to rules number 2 and 3 because those are the easier ones to get, but do make sure you know all of them because technically speaking, all 3 are fair game. All right. But please ask me for help if you need it.